Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of emotional future bass, and I'm going to show you how to create a track in the style of Illenium. First thing first, let's talk about the foundation of our track, chords, emotional chords. So let's create an emotional chord starting with the bass notes A sharp, F sharp, C sharp and G sharp. And then add some more notes to make them a chord. So we have A sharp minor, F sharp major, C sharp major and G sharp major scales. Now move the middle notes one octave up, which makes it sound bright. And then add or change some notes to make it sound emotional and full. And a tip to make the chords more emotional is to try to keep the notes close. So now that we have an emotional chord progression, we can add a guitar because it's compulsory if you are making future based songs like Illenium. You can find some cool free guitars in the Flex Essential Guitar Pack and Contact 6 free plugin, or you can record a real guitar or just buy Contact 7.
What?
Behind you! Look!
Oh my god!
Let's paste the chord progression. But this sounds so basic. So to make some cool guitar melodies like Illenium, paste the chord progression and then chop it up to make a arp kind of melody like this. Now we gotta spice it up by changing some notes to add variation. Just a small change, but added too much there. This track is a collab with Excel and Atrobex. Like, they are very great producers. Then Excel or Atro added these guitar loops. I don't remember it properly, but yeah, it sounds like this. And then I also added this guitar loop from Amateur Guitar Session with a low pass filter for movement. Now it's time to set an emotional atmosphere. So for that, choose some nice drones. Then in the verse, add some more elements like guitar melodies and drum loops to add some rhythm and emotion. And don't forget to add some powerful bass to give your track strength. You can add reese bass or sub bass. So for the effects, it's just some basic echoing and reverb, like clearing the low end from the ambience and shaping the sound a little bit. Then before the build up, add some drum loops and classic future bass chords to let the listeners know something big is going to come, with downlifters and crashes for a better transition. Now let's create a build-up. This is where we increase the tension before the drop. Start with a basic drum pattern and gradually add elements like risers, snare rolls and effects. Use automation to slowly increase the intensity. A low pass filter can be very effective here for the main leads or main elements of the drop like vocal chops, drop chords, gradually opening up to reveal the full frequency spectrum. So let me tell you how you can make vocal chops like this. There are two ways to do it. The first way is to use a slicer plugin that chops the vocal automatically. Just open a Fruity Slicer, then drag and drop the audio in the Fruity Slicer. This will automatically chop the vocals. So you can create some vocal chops. So if you want to change the pick or velocity or panning, you can double click on the note. Then you can have these parameters. You can control the pan, velocity, release and the pitch. These are some basic vocal chops, but you can make some cool vocal chops. But the second method, which is the best method for me, is to chop the vocal manually, which gives you more freedom with the individual notes. Select a part like this.
Give me your love.
I like this. Use the slice tool, chop it up, and then create your vocal chop.
Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your. Give me your love. Give me your. Give me your love. Give me your.
Choose some vocal shots that have some vibrato stuff because this will give you the best result. And then the most important thing using this method is to use slide tool. This is the best tool for making awesome vocal chops because this allows you to slide the audio like this.
Give me your love. Give me your. Give me. Give me your love. Give me your space. Give me your love. Give me your space.
From this you can try so many combinations. Like if I want to change this, I can just slide it to choose whatever vocal shot I need.
Give me your love, 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 give me your love.
So you can try different combination with this, then create some cool vocal chops. So I created this vocal chop using this method, which sounds like this without effects.
Give me your love, give me your love, trying to get my mind. I'll use it now.
I ended up making this vocal chop, then it's time to add some effect to make it sound more powerful, rich and Illenium type. So first we started with Little Altar Boy. So I increased the pitch to 12 semitones and then I decreased the format to -5.2. So it sounds like this. And I also added some distortion through this knob, drive knob. After that I added reverb, then distortion through decapitator, then OTT, then EQ to shape the sound, then again in OTT, then again in EQ to shape the sound, some stereo enhancer, then fruity filter and balance for automation stuff, again in EQ to increase the high end frequency just a little bit. Then I added a fruity peak controller which I used to sidechain the lead frequencies and some chord frequencies. Then to make it sound more powerful and fuller, duplicate your vocal chops with different format with panning to make the whole vocal chop sound more wide, full and rich sounding. That's all for the vocal chops. Now let's move to the other elements of the drop. This is the main lead, this one following the same melody as the vocal chop, so it sounds like this. Layers. For the effects, EQ to cut the low end frequencies and to reduce some high end frequencies. Then distortion through Camel Crusher, then again in EQ to shape the sound, then clipper, then a fruity peak controller to sidechain the reverb, then a fruity filter for automation stuff. Then Excel also added this layer. Altogether it sounds like this. Now the drop chords. Layers. So if you want to do this type of volume automation, it's very simple. Just assign the LFO to the volume of the oscillators like this, and then you can change the rate of the LFO like this. It's all about experimenting with the sounds. For the effects, EQ to cut the low end frequencies and to reduce some high end frequencies. Then distortion through camel crusher. Then again in EQ to shape the sound. And I added this EQ which is linked to the fruity peak controller of the vocal chop. If you want to sidechain the chords like this, just open Fruity Peak controller on your vocal with these settings. Then open an equalizer on the chords or the synth you want to sidechain. After that, right click on one of the bands and select link to controller, choose the peak control option and change the mapping to inverted and hit accept. Then you can control the levels of the bands with the volume knob in peak controller. So chords without effect, chords with effect. Then the mid bass. Layers. For the effects, EQ to cut the high end frequencies and the sub bass frequencies, camel crusher for distortion, EQ to shape the sound, then again some distortion through decapitator, then at last EQ to shape the sound and cut the low end frequencies, the sub range frequencies. Mid bass without effect sounds like this. With effect it sounds like this. Sub bass. So if you are watching my videos regularly, so you have definitely guessed the sub bass preset, which is this one. I use this sub bass in all of my tracks. The bass altogether sounds like this. I added these bass growls to fill the empty space in the drop. So the synths altogether sounds like this. For the sidechain, I use Fruity Balance. It's very easy to do. Just add Fruity Balance to a channel, route all of your synths to that channel, then create a volume automation, shape the sidechain according to your kick and snare, and there you have it. So now it's time for the drums, which is the most essential part of a future bass track. So let's start with a punchy kick. Cymatics, heater kick. I think this is from the future bass starter pack. Snares. We have to add some elements like crashers, shakers, some rides and some top loops to enhance the drums, and also add some toms and some drum fills to add some groove. Then I also added some downlifters like this. Then for the transition to the second drop, I added this Reese bass, sound like this. And for the second part of the track, it's just about adding some elements, atmospheric elements, drum loops to make it sound more interesting. And then in the second part of the drop, I added this fake transition effect like this. That's all for this track. I hope you have learned something new. I made this video detailed because I have read some comments asking for more detailed videos or mentioning that the videos are too fast. So I need your feedback. Is this video fine, or do you need more detail, or is it too slow? Please drop your feedback in the comment. And also thanks to those who leave comments like this because it helps me a lot to improve my video. Like, share and subscribe. And if you want to support me, you can check out some of my products, some FLPs. So that's all for this video. Let's check out the final result.